listen, and University of Miami fans want to know one thing. Does University of Miami have a chance to get James Williams?
Definitely do have a chance.
Welcome to South Florida. Yeah. Welcome to South Florida. Welcome to South Florida. Welcome to South Florida.
When you on the field, is it pregame? Like, is it ever? Are you ever afraid? Does you ever feel fear, or do you ever feel pressure?
Nervous.
You ever feel pressure?
Not one bit.
None of that.
No.
Who's been your tough defender? Like, who's bothered you the tough?
Yeah, who's the toughest person to play?
I don't see nobody.
I knew nobody. He was gonna give it the damn hood.
That's what I'm for. I'm a playmaker. I love receiving. I love to catch the ball. I love to go over people's head.
Yeah.
You know, so I just gotta do what I do.
University of Miami, they land you, and then they land the number one. We call him football player, number one player in the nation, James Williams.
Yeah.
Both playing the same position, right? How do you envision that working? Are they telling you how that's gonna work, or?
Well, I feel like me and James two different safeties.
Uh huh.
And I'm more of the ball hogging safety. He's more of the rangy playing, like you couldn't say like in the box, but like the striker position, strong safety.
Right.
And I'm more of the free safety. So I already know in practice that's gonna just build great competition. And when the game comes, it's gonna be easy.
That's what's
Because
up.
I know we go hand in hand because it's like we're the same person.
Right.
So he has like his strengths and weaknesses, and I have my strengths and weaknesses. And we're gonna he can feed off of me, learn how to, I guess, be more of the free safety, then I can learn off of him, be more of like a closer to the box safety.
Right.
So I feel like we're just gonna make each other better.
Yeah, James played free safety. He wanted to play free safety. He was big on that. But James don't never be back at free safety. James be close to the line, the linebacker sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
that's his.
That's just him
Yeah.
helping his team win.
That's his chess. Yeah, that's it. That's him playing chess with the team. I told him, kid.
Yeah.
I covered James since he was that big, bro. I've known him all his life.
I just feel like every time it's just man on man. If he wins the battle, then that goes to play. He doesn't break on the run, or if this person like doesn't take that step, or certain things. It just, I feel like you beat your man every play, then you got the best chance to stop any team, or vice versa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
5-star. Lean loyalty. 6'12", 276 pounds.
Yeah. After that, I just started going crazy. Tackles after tackle.
Yeah, the first play was like a tackle for loss, like 6.
Yeah.
Dog, they didn't touch you, like.
Yeah, like they did.
Explain to me, dog. Like, what is that about? Like, how do they not? You 6'5", 300 pounds. Is it something? Is it a swim move? Is something you do? Like, they don't see you? You're teleporting? What's going on?
I'm too fast for it long.
They don't realize you that fast when the game starts. Like,
I'm gonna be the best player on the field. Like, I just gotta show the world. Like, I'm the true 50. I'm the next 56 up. The next. I'm gonna just go crazy this year. Like, show people like, wow, at 56. Like, show them like I want to take care of my mom. I want to put in a big house, stupid cars, big pool in the backyard. Put on for my brothers, my nieces and nephews, like coaches. I think all of them boys for like having me here at this like position that I'm in now, cause like it took hard work and dedication. Without all of them to guide me in the right path, I wouldn't be here today. So I think all of them for like helping me out. Like, yeah.
It's gonna take 3 motherfucking days, and that's what shit.
Big time players step up in big game. All the criticizing, all that, it's over, baby. Big time players step up in big game.
What's good, man? What's going on? You see, I hit the like button for me, man. Let us know where y'all dropping in from. That boy say Los Angeles in the house. That boy say he dropping in from LA. Los Angeles in the house, dog. That's what's up, man. Take care of a few things right here. All right, man, I'm D. I'm about to talk about everything from Bitcoin to ball. First thing first, 786-405-9499. Y'all want to get down with IOD Squad. Today's the last day of the market, so the market is closed on the weekend. So, hey, the weekend to refresh yourself, refresh the things you know, man. We had a great week in the market this week. We did. We had a really good week in the market. That's 786-405-9499, and I pinned the link at the top of the comment section. It'll be at the top of the comment section in blue. First day of practices, they went down. First day of practice went down. Oh man, shout out to Sean Rounds, man. Sean Rounds this is stellar for Sean Rounds, man. Sean Rounds been 20. Shout out to Sean Rounds, man. Starting this thing all right with the $20. First thing first, day one practice. Went out there. First thing they do, we go out there, wait, they give us a roster. We're checking the roster. 0, 0, 0. There's no number one on the roster. No number one on the roster. No number 26 on the roster. I think X ratifies it. Who was number one last year? King? Who was number one on defense last year? You had number one on defense last year? Who was number one? Big Nesta Jade in Arizona State right now. They doing a press conference. I think Mario said that you got to be a bad mother wear number 26. I thought he said to wear number 26, but I think he was talking about both numbers. But I thought when he said you got to be a bad mother wear number 26, one person asked for it. I can only guess one. I can only guess one person had the balls to ask, or maybe two. You know what I'm saying? I guess maybe one or two people had the balls to ask. I could only guess. James? Cam? If I had to guess. You know, if I had to guess. I'm sure we eventually get that answer, man. Gervin Hall was a disgrace to Sean Taylor's number. Shout out to Yard Man Mike with the $4.99. Keep doing what y'all doing, bro. Simplify, man. We're going to keep doing what we're doing, man. We're going to keep doing what we're doing. We're going to keep doing it how we know how to do it. D, can you let us see the roster? 305, you're not a member? Okay, so listen. I'm glad you take me there, 305. The roster's in the member section, you know what I'm saying? But the roster was in the member section at 8:30 this morning. If you want to become a member, because that's where the Caneville Experience videos are going to drop at. I'm getting on here to just talk, man, y'all, so we can talk, go back and forth, discuss a few things. Then we're going to drop the Caneville Experience videos a little later. They'll drop in the member section. And we'll slowly release them piece by piece as we kind of chop things up and figure out how University of Miami wants to do with the media and how they want to release video and just how they want to do things. We'll eventually get it down packed exactly how we're going to do it. But yes, the roster is in the member section. And it's not completely right. You know what I'm saying? It's not completely right. When it comes to weights and things of that nature, I think Keontra Smith, they have him at 205, and there's probably a couple other players on here where it's not completely correct. Keontra Smith is the one that sticks out to me. They have him at 205. Somebody was like, man, we had Keontra Smith playing linebacker at 205. That boy y'all Mike said super five. Y'all Mike uses you Marine, y'all Mike. So yeah, so this is how that's going to work. Actually, I'm looking at the roster right here. But this is how that's going to work. We have the member section right now. Right now it's $4.99 and $6.99. You hit join and join button down there. You become a member. You get access to the group me. You get access to the videos first. That's what all the videos, the Caneville, Crib Talk, the interviews, they drop there. And then we'll slowly release them in parts to the public. And then eventually at the end, we'll release the entire video. How long? I don't know. The Lonzo Highsmith video, we released it in parts on different platforms. And it took maybe a month to get out to everybody. But that's how we're going to do it with the Caneville experience videos. It's going to get released to the members. Then we'll go. Now, if you become part of IOD Squad, you get access to the member group meet. That's where we all meet up. But you don't get access to the YouTube members section because that's ran by YouTube. I can't just put you in there. Okay, so if you get IOD Squad, you get IOD Squad, and you get the members. And for the most part, everything that's in the YouTube membership gets put in the group me. For the most part, maybe 150 people in the group me, man. The group me is growing, and I'm sure as the season goes, it'll grow. But I just want to keep reiterating that just for the people who, some people don't want to wait for the videos. They want to get them right now. Okay, some people, it's your preference. It's just your preference. But it's just how we're going to do things. And the Caneville experience videos are the vivid ones where we zoom in and you can the ones Coach Hayes was ranting raving about where you can see everything. Then you get me talking over it, telling stories. Pretty cool videos. Why Luda, what's going on? What's good? So the people with the badges are the members. You know what I'm saying? Those are the members, and the numbers are how many months they've been a member. So now that that's out the way, if you want to become a member, hit the join button. If not, just hit like for us, man. Hit subscribe and hit the alert bell. All that's free. I'll put in the member section. I got a couple things I need to post, I'll put the description in the member section, and we're going to post the IOD Squad link. Let's see. So yeah, one of the things that everybody's talking about is Mario Cristobal saying that, hey, somebody has to basically, man, you got to be a bad mud to wear 26 or a bad mud to wear number 1. So I guess they're not just going to give those numbers out and like in the past. I guess guys are going to have to beat feet to get to the numbers. Samuel Ramirez said, how's the team speed? Shout out to Samuel with the $5. Say, how's the team speed? Coach Feld today said we pretty damn fast. That's what Coach Feld said. They said we're pretty damn fast. It's day one. They come out. They relax, cerebral, calm. It wasn't rah like I thought it would be. It wasn't all that. It wasn't all that. It was a relaxed day, cerebral, calm, and you'll see it in the Caneville experience video. You'll see what I'm talking about. They had these cooling systems that they had out there that was new. a lot more water. You'll see a lot of water, people. A lot more. I would say if it used to be 4, now I would say it was, I don't know, 16. A lot more people holding water. And it's weird how simple things like that matter. That is kind of weird. Like we realized that, oh, hey, look, there's more water. There's more hydration assistance out here. We got to go in once. We didn't get to go in twice like we did in the spring. I think things may be buttoned down a little more come the fall. And I wouldn't be surprised if some of the media start restricting some of the stuff. Mario's not big on showing anybody anything or letting anything out. Not really big on that. And he's real stickler when it comes to that stuff. Okay, so I'm going to post this link in the top of the comment section for you guys. Let's see. One second. Trying to get the beat on fouls. I think fouls commits today. Wide receiver formerly at Dade Christian. Let's see. So I'm going to put that right here, invest or die. I know y'all got a ton of questions. We're going to get down with invest or die right there. I don't know if the stock market's turning around, but the last 2 weeks been pretty damn good. NFTs and crypto. Stock, NFTs, crypto. I mean, I know y'all don't let people talk y'all into crypto being a scam, and it's like, oh boy. Connor Liu commits at 6. We believe he's all king. Okay, there it is. Yeah, pinned that at the top. So at the top of the comment section, you can just click the link, the little bot will take you through the investor die, whatever. All right, so listen, man. I know I got 1,000 questions in here, man. So let me get in here and see if I can answer some of these, 1 or 2 of these questions. Damn, Sam Brooks left us. Sam Brooks is no longer with the team. I don't think Sam Brooks has been with the team a while. Sam Brooks and Packy really didn't get along. And what breaks my heart when that situation is I've known Sam Brooks for a while. Sam Brooks, knowing him since he was 12, said 3 words since he was 12. Not a crybaby. Doesn't whine about things. So when they told me Sam Brooks was having a problem with coaches, walking out of meetings, it's like, ugh. Something ain't right. But I think Sam Brooks' injuries kind of succumb him. I think he was kind of put in a situation where he had to have surgery, and surgery may make it worse, and all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, one thing X realized firsthand: no Sam Brooks. You got Darryl Jackson, which is a mammoth man. Wait till you see the Caneville Experience video. Mammoth. Wait till you see the close up on that with the number 6 on. And Trevonte Citizen, number 6. So so there's no more Sam Brooks. So no. Let me see. Wesley not the lead. Them boys got their weight up. Yeah. Wesley not the lead got their weight up. You'll see all of that on the Cyrus Moss. We did a little special on Cyrus Moss. Cyrus Moss. It's too much good eating and too much weightlifting going on. I think Cyrus Moss just may have one of them frames where it's hard to gain weight. X feels that he just may be an edge rusher, like a fast edge rusher, third down guy, until he get that under control. Because he hasn't put on much weight. They said he has, but you take a look at him, he hasn't put on much weight. These things here is amazing to me. Man, people talking recruiting, and we got number dropping balls in practice. You don't think the boy dropped balls in practice? Man, Susan said she made a mistake and so somebody dropping the ball. Man, the boy drop balls in practice all the time. I mean, what do you think? Practice be perfect? Like they be out there catching? Like, no, bro. Practice don't. Nah, it don't be perfect, man. People drop balls, and it's day one, big homie. Naeem Israel says, so Streeter, so we ain't getting Buns loose. Looks like he's leaning somewhere else. Recruiting season is gonna be a long season, man. Y'all hold on tight. Remember that ride used to be at the youth fair? Now hold on tight. Want to go faster? Just hold on, man. Recruiting season gonna be kind of crazy, man. As people figure out NIL and how they want to do it and where they want to get in at, yeah, recruiting season gonna be like that. So just pump the brakes on recruiting. It was fun while we played with it. Mario also said that, hey, yeah, if we start retiring numbers around here, man, we could run it up to about 40. So that ain't something we want to start. Yeah, he was like, so that ain't something he want to really start and get into. For the people who ask about donations, listen, bro, I'm not a stickler on sending to Cash App, or if it's right there in your face and you feel like donating, donate. You know what I'm saying? YouTube take their share, but also YouTube is a hell of a partner to have now. Google YouTube is a hell of a partner to have. it really is. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you can just go ahead and send it like Sean Rounds, man. Sean Rounds send $20 every time we jump on him. We totally appreciate that. Mario gonna flip some guys, and we gonna have to hold on to our guys too when it comes to recruiting. It's gonna heat up. Just sit back, take a deep breath, and watch college football evolve. Just watch how college football evolve. It's not done yet, bro. College football is going to evolve, and it's going to have to land somewhere. Now they say legislation. They're trying to come up with legislation for the NIL. I don't know. They're always trying to govern something when young black brothers start making money, man. They're always trying to govern it, man. Always. But until then, it's going to be the Wild Wild West. It's going to be the Wild Wild West, and you're going to win some and you're going to lose some. Shout out to Coach Feld, man. Coach Feld gave one of the better interviews I've seen in a while today.
As a matter of fact, if all we did that day was show up and try to squat as heavy as possible, they both probably could have squatted more than that. But that's never been our focus. People ask me questions like, what's the number a guy has to back squat to be the best lineman that ever played the game? What's that number? I don't know either. So we don't focus on maxes. I think it's great for them. We high-five them. We hug them. It's a big deal. We don't really chase maxes. As a matter of fact, if all we did that day was show up and try to squat as heavy as possible, they both probably could have squatted more than that. But that's never been our focus. Our focus is about getting better at football. So we celebrate benchmarks and maxes when they happen, but we don't make a big deal out of it because in reality, football players are supposed to be.
That's big dog Coach Feld. Let me see. I'm gonna pull him in here again. Let's see. He did a good one on focus. I asked him a question about focus and Avante Williams talking about being focused. Let me see. Pull him in here one more time.
Williams said that statement to me the other day. Be where
Very fast.
Avante Williams said that statement to me the other day. Be where your feet are. Could you explain that concept?
It's the definition of focus. It's when your subconscious mind and your conscious mind are in the exact same place, and that same place is where your body is. So you can, like, if I were to ask you, what's the definition of focus? What is focus?
I couldn't tell you the
Stand at the
definition.
wall really hard.
Stand at the wall really hard.
Yeah.
I mean, that could be, but again, that's one example of someone being focused on one thing. Focus is when your subconscious mind and your conscious mind are in the same place. For example, your wife gave you this long text. You saw a text right before you walked up to this interview, and you know you're in trouble. And you thinking about that instead of asking the right questions and recording all this stuff, right? Your subconscious mind is not where your conscious mind is. Okay, you can be focused on something that's not in front of you. You can be focused on a test that you're going to take later this afternoon. That's fine. But for us, we're physical beings. We have to be present where we are physically, whether we're in a meeting, at practice, in a lift, in a run, whatever it is. Be 100% focused. Subconscious mind and conscious mind in the exact same place as our feet, so that we can dominate whatever's in front of us.
You had 2 offensive linemen that squatted over
very fast.
Avante Williams.
That was cool. That was cool. I don't know if y'all want to hear that again, but Avante Williams brought up the other day about being where your feet are. And I had him break it down. So I wanted, Coach Feld is in front of me. I'm like, okay, Coach Feld, you break it down. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to hear what he had to say about that saying. A lot of stuff he's obviously saying and instilling to these kids is sticking. And this is since he first got here. You would ask him about the coach with the mustache and they would defend him. They would defend him right away about how he's more than just a mustache, how he speaks with conviction. You know what I'm saying? It's convincing, and how he mentally is helping them out, or helping the kids out. Gary with the dope matter question. Shout out to John Kennedy for the love of the youth. Thanks, Football Real Nation Kane. Shout out for John Kennedy for the $5, bro. We totally appreciate it. If you're just getting in here, bro, hit the like button for us and hit subscribe and the alert bell so you can get an alert when we get on and you won't be late all the time. That's the free stuff. If you can't hit the alert bell and the like button, bro, for the freezy, you just hating, dog. You just a hater, dog. You can't hit it. You can't hit it for the freeze, dog. I don't even know what to tell you. They go again tomorrow. So we'll be out there again tomorrow. Early in the morning. Wasn't that hot. It wasn't that hot out there today. I thought we were gonna go out there, man, and pass out, man, but it wasn't one of them days. But watch, soon as I say that, watch it be lit tomorrow. Let me see. I got a couple questions in the comment section. I'm gonna jump in there and knock them out. Here we go. Where around the country does camp start? We pay so much attention to the Canes. Has camp started around the country? Like, do they all start at different times? Like I said, we pay so much attention to the Canes. What about other programs? Have some programs started already? Who has started already? Streeter, do the X go into the interviews with you? No. Well, he could. I mean, I've sent him there before. But a lot of times there's no use for two of us to be there. Well, I ain't gonna say there's no use, but the interviews are just the interviews. It's like, but I guess if you're there to get information, like I said, a lot of reporters are there. The first day is always lit. They're there to get information for their stories. They got to write a story. I mean, they're on the timeline. They got things to do. They got to get information from people. I think Susan asked Jafari Harvey about a snake, his pet snake, like 5 or 6 questions in a row. I don't think I ever seen anybody ask that many questions in a row. Y'all going to see in the Caneville Experience video, we got a thing. We say shout out to Susan. Every time Susan walk past the camera, we say shout out to Susan because Susan knows like she should be walking behind the camera. You know what I'm saying? So every time she walk past the camera, we say shout out to Susan. That's kind of funny, man. Those videos should be out later tonight. Now I say pretty much everybody started. We one of the last teams. Really? Is it like that every year? The boy said camp done started already. We like last. Camp start based on when your first game is. Shout out to Raymond Ross. What's good, bro? Camp start based on when your first game is. Let me see. I got a couple questions in here. See, Smooth, we're going to check out Chase Smith tomorrow. You got to understand, like the way practice is set up, there's guys in front of you. It's the first day. Then there's guys that's a little further. Then there's guys that's way over there, like the D-line, O-line. And it's kind of harder to get to those guys. You might as well take the low-hanging fruit, which is the guys that are closer to you when practice first starts. That's why come time we focus on the quarterbacks, the running backs, the safeties. But when they first come out, I mean, it kind of felt kind of good this day because they let us stand there before they came out. Like usually we're behind a wall. We get there, they're already out. They let us actually stand there and watch, and Coach Feld runs out and he blows the whistle, beep, 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 and then they all run out. We usually don't get to actually see that experience. Like I said, because we're always behind a wall, and then they finally let us in. That's the opening of camp, though. Like that's the opening of fall camp, and people who love football, great feeling. Carlos Booker said, no, we can't do that, dog. Susan's a sweetheart. We cannot do that. Let me go back up and answer some of these questions, man. Oh, Dennis Smith just put out the you know what time it is tweet. Shout out to Bill Jackson, said he just became a member today. And every bit of it be going to be worth it, Bill Jackson, man. So a lot of stuff in that member section that people don't be talking about. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of tea in the member section. Well, I guess they talk to each other about it in the group me. The group me is the whole community. Like it's like we built the whole community in there. They fuss, they fight, they talk about the girlfriends, Talk about Streeter not getting Mario on to do an interview. Um, listen, man. I'm sure if I would have asked Mario to come do an interview, I'm sure I could have got Mario to do an interview. I went to go see Mario because we had something to propose to him. You know what I'm saying? In the future, I'm sure it'll happen. Mario has a lot going on, a lot on his plate. If we want to get Mario in the interview, we would want to sit down with him, Caneville show, and have a talk to him. You know what I'm saying? Have a conversation with him, man. Talk to him about a lot of different things. They got to understand this. It's funny because we know Mario's all Kane, Zoe, all Kane. These guys are Kane's through and through. But when it came to time to feed their family, you know what I'm saying? They all went away. They all had to go away, get money, feed their family, and eventually they came back to the place that they love. But they all went away. Mario went to Alabama, Oregon. Mario went to Alabama and started a wide receiver pipeline. He started the wide receiver pipeline, taking the wide receiver from South Florida, sending them to Alabama. He went to Oregon, and now he's back to the place that he loved. So sometimes you have feelings and emotions and the things that you love, and then you have to do what's best for you, and do what's best for you and your business and your family, and then maybe you can do what you want to do later. Okay. Oh man, these big people here going off on Susan, man. Y'all, I ain't getting in that with y'all, man. Cause Kane says, Streeter, what's your own overall personal feeling of our Canes? Bro, I think they went through a transition. I think they went through a lot the last 6 months. I know they're in a better place. I know they're in better hands. I know that for a fact. Still undersized in a lot of places and underdeveloped in a lot of places. But at the same time, I believe that all that talent that I talked about that was supposed to win the Coastal, this staff is going to be able to squeeze and get the best out of those guys. When the ball kicks off in game one, man, you guys just want to win, man. Y'all don't. Yeah, all that stuff I just talked about, y'all don't want to hear none of that. Y'all want to get a W. You know what I'm saying? Y'all want to get a dub. That's it. But I've said it before, man. I honestly believe that the process has changed, and that's all that was missing at the University of Miami. I think the Canes are going to be damn good in the years to come. I think they sit in the ACC to where if the iron strikes and they could turn it around fast. But they've been through a lot, man. That's a lot of change. That's a lot thrown on them kids' plate, and we're going to see how it plays out on the football field. One thing that helps that a lot, having a quarterback like TVD who seems to be as confident as I've seen the quarterback stand up there in a long while. TVD is turned into a man. You feel me? DJ, what's going on, bro? What's good? And we said, chilling, my guy. What I missed? You missed a lot, big dog. You're going to have to roll that one back. Put the link to join the member group me. Okay, so the link is inside. Is actually okay. So the member group me. Here we go. So we're gonna just keep doing this until it sink in everybody. You know what I'm saying? The join button is down there right by subscribe. Is it not? Am I crazy? You got The join button has to be is down there somewhere. But if not, inside the description, the first link. Remember, join this channel. That's another place where it is. I'm actually going to place it right here for you guys. I actually put in the link for you, but so it sits there. It sits on the main page at the top right hand corner. If you click the icon, but it sits right there to you guys, right next to subscribe. Yeah, there it is. Join button right next to subscribe. Right. But I think I just put the link in there. But listen, man, listen. If you think about it, I'll say that over and over again for y'all. Like that's just no sweat off my back. You know what I'm saying? I understand. I don't always pay attention to everything too, but it's right there. It's right there. The join button right there, and it's one in the description. It's just the IOD in the description also. Or you can go to the main page. If you click where all, let's say, the subscribers at, if you click my logo, it takes you to the main page and you see it in the corner. Later tonight, we're going to drop the Caneville experience video. Bear with us. We're trying to get under compliance with how they want to do. They want us to zoom in. They don't want to show certain things. So we're getting in compliance with University of Miami. So it's going to be a rough start. Not going to be a rough start. Video's going to be awesome. Dog, when do y'all see Trevonte Citizen food? Like when do you see him close up? Like close up, high definition, like we do it. It is amazing that a kid come out of high school look like that. It's amazing that a kid come out of high school and looks like that, bro. Amazing. One second. We're going to bring X in here for a second. Before he make it out the tussies, get on that yak. Listen, while we waiting on X-Man, IOD Squad, 786-459-499. Hey, DJ May, bro, we sold an NFT yesterday. We sold NFTs. We sold NFTs. Somebody sold one of our NFTs to somebody else yesterday. That means that we got people putting them back on the market and they're reselling. Man, listen, man. Don't get left behind in the game. Come learn about it on IOD Squad while we wait for X to come in here. The market is churning back up. I don't know what to tell you, man. Turn the TV off. Stop listening to Mad Money, man. Stop letting them people scare you. You buy stuff that's cheap, and you make money when it go up. You buy stuff when it's cheap, and then you wait and you make money when it go up. If you never had your money make money for you, man, you can't work faster than your money. You can't. Stock went up 2,000% this week. I think we had one go up 300%. You do your own math. 2,000. I told y'all HKD went up 2,000%. Went up for like 3 or 4 days. Kyle found the stock and it went up 2 more days after he found it. After he showed it to us. We had one 300%. I think we had a 200%. I hope y'all understand percentages. We're talking about if you got $100, now you got $400 in an hour. 225 say I'm late. What I miss? I don't know. Real fast. Citizen has some big old arms. Mario Cristobal said you gotta be a bad mofo to wear 26. We're trying to figure out who asked him. William Files hasn't committed yet. But we are about to get a commit. Let me see. I'm gonna get X in here. Did anybody know this Hurricane fan in this story about this girl who came up dead? X said he knew. X said he knew the girl. The girl was a stripper, but the guy said was a Hurricane fan. Anybody know this guy? Miami-Dade Special Response Team responded to a resident 69th Street, Byron Avenue, where they eventually brought a Ron Adam Donaldson in handcuffs. Officials said he responsible for the death of a woman whose body was found in Northwest Miami-Dade. Video footage showed police outside the Miami Beach mob. Surveillance video. According to social media, he is a husband and a father who served in the Navy and most recently worked as a financial advisor. Donaldson made his first appearance in court. X say he knows this girl, but anybody know this Kane fan? Anybody know the fan? John said nobody worthy to wear 26 though. Nobody, John.
Man, come to find out, a guy I know, he say he was the guy. He was the dude teacher.
The guy name was
teacher. Yeah, it's a guy I know. He said he was the dude teacher. He taught him at Miami High. The guy
his
who
name is
ended up killing the girl.
His name is Ron Donaldson. And you say you knew the girl, right, X?
Yeah. I seen her a couple times. I mean, I don't know the backstory of what happened. I just watched the video and that's it. Only got that from it, but
we about to get a commit, right, X?
Yeah.
There's a media day tonight, X, at St. Thomas.
Yeah, it is. I know.
St. Thomas is holding the media day?
I don't know if it's St. Thomas Media Day. I think it's yeah, I don't know. I think isn't it supposed to be like the private schools or media day or something like that? Because I seen they went down to the other, what was VSPN or something like that, VS something Media Day today, and that was like the I don't know. I guess that's the smaller classifications media day for the smaller schools.
Yeah. The guy Ron went to Central.
No, I don't know if he went to Central. He said he taught him at Miami High though.
Oh. What was the girl name?
I don't know her. I don't know her real. I don't even know her name like that. Like when you sent me the thing and I looked and I seen the face, I was like, oh, okay. But you was asking me about the dude, and I was like, nah, I don't know who the dude is. Yeah, he is a Hurricane fan. That's what the man said. That what he was his teacher. He said he was a Hurricane fan.
For real?
Yeah.
Sad though.
Yeah, that's sad how he did it. I mean, the video, just looking at the video is gruesome.
It's a video?
Yeah, you gotta look at the video.
I guess I didn't read. I didn't read it.
He opened the door, man. He opened the door, pushed the girl. As soon as he pushed her, he shot in the head and took off.
I didn't see a video. I guess I didn't read it well.
You didn't pay attention. You just probably read it instead of looking at the video. Yeah, the video is nasty.
The video was actually on the story.
Yeah, the link that you sent me, the video was right there.
Okay, yeah. I didn't really look at the story.
Oh yeah, they
light skinned girl
out when he shot in the head, but you could see him push her and raise his hand and shoot as soon as he pushed her. What is this? Well, we don't need him. Let's pass the message that he's a FSU fan. I mean, everybody got crazy fans, man. You spoke about how practice was today.
Yeah, we talked about it a little bit. We talked about it a little bit. Who you think actually wear number 26, though?
Who do I think acts to wear? It probably maybe one had to be a freshman because I don't think nobody had that number. Last year, Gervin Hall had it last year, so it probably was a freshman who came in and said they wanted it.
I said it probably was James or Cam. You think it was a new guy?
Yeah. I think it was a new guy. I don't think James wanted to wear 20. I think James more so wanted 20 instead of 26 because with Ed Reed.
Shout out to Cos Kane for becoming a member, man. Appreciate you, bro. Caneville Experience video is gonna drop tonight. So you think it was a new guy? Somebody saying Markeith Williams.
Yeah. Maybe have been Markeith Williams. But
Chris Young say, what's your biggest surprise of the day?
The biggest surprise? Ain't no surprise.
Rashad dropping balls.
Him and Restrepo, them the only two drops I seen today was him and Restrepo, but that's it.
No surprises today. Jackson is huge, bro. Jackson is huge. And Citizen should not look like that. Citizen had to be a holdback, dog. Citizen should not look like that. I'm not talking about the fact that he's just heavy. The man is cut. The man cut up. Wait till the Caneville Experience video drop. Wait. He should not look like that, dog.
Yeah, nah, he big. Jackson is humongous. Then Taylor looked like he's solid, ready.
Jackson.
Man, I was paying attention to Chaney running, man. And Chaney looked like he ain't missed a step. Like, I seen him do some cuts, and I was like, oh, that man
he
like
just slim down. He got
Chaney
Jackson,
ready,
that little number 6 on make him look bigger. That's
yeah. I didn't know. What's his name? What's his name? Number the defense. From West Virginia. It's not Moultrie. It's not Moultrie. It's who?
Porter.
Not Porter. The defensive end.
Mesidor. The guy we interviewed.
Yeah. I actually thought Mesidor was a lot bigger.
How big you thought he was?
I thought Mesidor had to be like 6'4", 280, maybe 290. He don't look that big.
Nah, he ain't. He's solid now. He's solid. I had to take him home that day.
I don't think he that big.
He's solid now. He what, 6'2", 6'3"?
Yeah, 6'2".
But he's solid. He ain't fat or nothing like that. He's just thick.
Yeah, he looks good out there. I like how Romelo was running his routes, man. I think Romelo might end up being wide receiver number 1.
I think Romelo steps up, man. I'm just concerned about his safety. Romelo is thin as a dime.
Yeah, but Romelo, he's battle tested, man. So I'm cool. Once and I think that's how the offense goes. Once TVD figures out who he trusts the most and get the ball to, things will get rolling real fast. I think somebody has to create that chemistry right now.
They asked him about the receivers today, and he first name he called. The first name he called was Brashard. I think he said Brashard, Romelo. Then he called Kobe.
Yeah. I read it when
he just was naming names, though. He was just naming names, but he said Brashard, Melo, then he called Kobe. Hurricane said he don't have a join option. I put listen, I can't help enough. I put the link in the comment section. Here we go again. Okay,
Malik Curtis is a cornerback. People stop asking. He plays defensive back, not receiver.
I put the link in the comment section. Let me see. That boy say if you don't have a join button, that's weird. So hold on, I'm gonna put the link in the comment section. Again, I'm gonna put the link in the comment section. But there's numerous ways that you can join. You can join with the join button. There's a link in the comment section. I'm gonna put the link. I mean, it's a link in the description. If you go to the main YouTube page, like if you click the link, there's the member link again, man. Caneville Experience is gonna drop later tonight for the members, and then eventually we'll release it free. It's just your preference. If you want to get it early, you want to look at it early, it's on you. But eventually, like down the line, we'll list parts of it and parts of it. The only example I have is Alonzo took a month for us to actually release it. Now the Caneville Experiences won't take a month. I give you that, but that's just the system that we're going to use. Yeah, y'all might saying he may be linked to another murder.
Cool dude.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I didn't go to that deep, but I just read what you had sent me.
I'm looking at this guy on Facebook. Is it they say what you sipping on X?
Water,
X,
man. Water.
They say you got some water.
Water, man. We had to get up early this morning. Gonna have to get up early again tomorrow morning. That sun ain't no joke.
Hurricane said Cam was big coming out of high school. Cam was big coming out of high school.
Cam who?
He was.
Cam Harris?
Yeah, he was. Cam was. Cam was always stout. He was even a stout youth football player. He's one of those genetic kids where he just have muscles. But he was.
Okay. I don't think he was the same size as Citizen. Like Citizen,
Citizen look like.
Excuse me, and he looks college ready. Like he don't. It look like he's been in the college weight room already.
I'm talking about his bottom half.
Yeah.
He looks like he could be a bodybuilder or something, bro. Like a professional bodybuilder, like cuts in his arms and big kid, bro.
Chris Graves, 22.
I can't wait.
Graves. That's the
Chris Graves with the big jersey on. I can't wait to see Chris Graves. I mean, I can't wait to see Citizen run the ball. Shout out to Demetrius Hedges of becoming a member.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see Chris Graves. I can't wait to see him run the ball. We got a real running back competition, bro. The boys gonna have to get it down because I keep forgetting about Parrish.
I mean, with what Mario was saying, basically what I've been saying all year. I mean, all summer long. It's gonna be running back by committee.
Mm-hmm.
So don't get used to seeing one specific starter each game. You know, Chaney might start one game, Parrish might start one game, Knighton might start a game. You know, Thad most likely going to be used later on in the game, like third, fourth quarter, when, you know, if they ran the ball enough to tire the team out, just keep giving Thad the ball. Now they definitely don't want to top of him. You know what I'm saying? Citizen might get some carries here and there. Even Brashad might get some carries out the backfield, depending on, you know, if Gaddis want to do, like, you know, some miscommunication things with the defense. So it's definitely going to be running back by committee. I think the most carries a running back might be like maybe 15. And that's you know, if one gets 15 or another gets 10, that's 25 carries. Just imagine another one gets 3, another one gets 2 or 4.
Right.
You know, balancing out up to 30 carries per game. If that happens, and you average up to at least 4.5 yards per carry, you're gonna have a pretty good game. That's gonna be a pretty good game. But yeah, Mario said it. Like, yeah, man, I think all the running backs are gonna have enough carries throughout the game, throughout the season. So I'm not going to get stuck in who's going to be the starting running back or put, you know, such and such in, because at the end of the day, it's all about those players getting through a 12-game season and still being able to play the bowl game.
Have you seen this before?
Have I seen something like that before?
Other than other than Central, Central they had them 5 running back that year.
Oh,
You, 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 you,
Georgia kind of did it a couple years when they had with it, Sony Michel, what was the other running back that's at Cleveland now? Him. They had a third running back. Then they don't forget they still had Holyfield's son. You know, so they did it similar stuff like that. But then again, Georgia O-line was massive, so I would do it too.
Right. So basically, it's running back by committee. We are kind of like how Kentucky does their roster. Kentucky basketball team does their roster. Yeah. It's like I always wonder how does he go into the homes of these top players in the nation and sell them on playing minimum minutes, you know what I'm saying? But I read a story and I know how, you know what I'm saying? Because basically the argument that he's making is that the NBA doesn't draft you on how many minutes you play. They draft you on how productive you are in the time you're on the so you get less play, less chance of getting injury, but when you're out there, you have to be productive. And that's how he kind of sells it. So I guess it's the kind of same thing they're saying about running backs. If they feel that way about all of them, I guess if somebody get hot, they keep feeding them.
Exactly.
They say that's what he did at Michigan. That's how it was at Michigan?
Yeah, that's what Michigan had a 1,200-yard rusher, a 900-yard rusher, and then like a 400 or 500-yard rusher. That's three running backs right there.
So Citizen looks like McGahee. I wasn't here. I didn't get to see McGahee play in high school.
McGahee's taller. McGahee's tall. He's a lot taller.
I'm talking about build. Was McGahee that big?
Yeah, I'm not even gonna say that. McGahee looked like he was something drawn out of the 300 movie.
But he wasn't like Citizen.
Way bigger than Citizen. He was way bigger than Citizen, man. McGahee was like 6'2", like 225.
6'2", 225. Thick like Citizen.
Running a 4.3. So Citizen is big, but
Citizen is 6'1". Like he said, 6'1".
I don't know if he's McGahee.
Kind of short.
I wouldn't say he's McGahee though.
I never got to see McGahee play in high school. I was still in North Carolina trying to be a rapper. So listen, man. We're going to drop Caneville Experience tonight. It'll drop in the member section. And basically what it is the video where we get vivid. Miami has their restrictions, and we try to go through the guidelines of what they want us to do. We get vivid, and you can vividly see close up on these kids. And I narrate through it, tell some of the stories. And we kind of highlight a lot of the new players. The Isaiah kid out of Tennessee, Isaiah.
Man, you know who we didn't mention on Twitter when we was out there? We didn't mention Amar Moulton. I forgot to mention him. He was out there too.
Amar Moulton?
Yeah. He has pretty nice size on him. He has pretty nice size.
Because dog, the roster has changed so much, man. There's so many new kids, though. Like this is something new. Yeah, it's something new.
It is, because we looking around and we looking at numbers who we thought were okay. We know who that was last year, but somebody new in that number. And I'm like, keep having to glance at the roster like, oh, that's such and such. Oh,
we got it. Okay. What's going on, Rich?
What's going on, y'all?
What's up, man?
We got a couple of 6-year seniors on the team, bro.
Oh, yeah. That was
Steve.
That was funny when you said that, because when you said that, I looked at the roster and I was like, hey, we do.
We got a couple 6-year seniors on the team.
Some old men.
Steve is one. Who else? Got to be. What's the defensive lineman guy name?
Who?
Miller. Jordan Miller. Isn't Jordan Miller one?
Steed is one. I think Gilbert Frierson.
No, Frierson has to be like This has got to be his 5th year.
Caleb Johnson was the one that surprised us.
Caleb Johnson. That's
Caleb Johnson was the one that surprised us.
Caleb Johnson. Maybe Lucas Stein is Lucas Stein. I think he's a 6th year or 5th year.
Headley.
I don't know. Headley just been here for 3. I don't think he's a 6-year senior. He's just older than everybody else, though.
Oh, we got a couple of them.
Did you read what Coach Mario said about Headley?
What we say? Sit down and talk to him.
Nah, the man say when he first saw Headley, he say when he first saw Headley, he thought he was the Undertaker.
He thought he was a Undertaker. Yeah. Oh, we got a couple of them, man. We got Goudier, Lichtenstein. We got David Devon Perry. Justin Oluwasowen. We got a couple 6-year seniors, man. I wonder who got the most 6-year seniors on their team. Headley is a 6-year senior, X.
I mean, I don't know how, but I guess
I don't know how either. But like Insane said, Headley like 38 years old.
Jacob Lichtenstein, 6'6", 278. Man, we've been small, man. We've been small, dog. We've been small over the years.
Man, the D-line room got it dramatically changed like instantly. With Jackson, with Goudier, Lichtenstein. I keep forgetting the guy name from West Virginia. I don't know why I keep forgetting his name, but him. And when I looked at Jordan Miller, I literally forgot Jordan Miller was still there. I literally forgot he was there. Harrison Hunt is still there.
Yeah.
All these guys I'm talking about are playing defensive tackle. The guy from UAB, what's his name? Mortuary. He's there.
Mortuary.
He's. I don't know exactly what they're gonna do with him because I don't think he's that big to play inside. But he's there, so he could be interchangeable defensive end or defensive D tackle. So
TVD mentioned Reading today.
Yeah. I mean, I watch Reading. I try to see exactly what's. I don't know. Maybe that's just me, but maybe that's me. I don't see it, but.
Insane. What you said?
Somebody said Reading beat somebody and running, and I was shocked at that. I didn't know Reading was.
It'd be crazy if Reading just emerged. He was one of the first younger wide receivers to score a touchdown, wasn't he? It'd be crazy if Reading just emerged. If he just emerged and started balling, that'd be crazy. Rich, what's going on, man?
Yeah, I just wanted to mention real quick. Reading always had a college-ready frame. He's always had a college-ready body. It's just I heard it from Coach Feld today on your Instagram post, where you asked him about be where your feet are, and sometimes that's what you got to do. So that process might take longer than the process of developing your body. So I think that's probably the case with the with a Reading who hasn't showed any flashes yet. So we've seen flashes from Romello with the one-handed catch. We saw flashes from what's his name, Jacoby George, Bashard. So everybody kind of showed flashes of what they could be. We just haven't seen that from Reading yet. So
I think what year that was? The year before, maybe, when we beat Florida State 50-something to 52-10. I think Reading caught a touchdown in the end zone. Was that the game? I think.
Was it Florida State? I know he caught a touchdown early in his career, though, way
Yeah,
before
I
the
think
rest
that
of
was the
those
game.
guys.
Yeah, I think that was the game. And we thought, I mean, I thought when he caught it, I was like, oh, we got us one because he just looked like a receiver on that play. So
Right.
Right. That was like early in his career.
yeah. So yeah, Kobe Young, he's big. He's big. Man, Frank Latson is big too. I mean, well, I already knew he was big, but he just looks so much bigger than those guys out there. Like he was standing next to Kobe Young, and you barely could tell Kobe Young. I mean, you know Kobe Young is about 6'4". Frank Latson looked about 6'4" too. I'm like, oh. I thought Kobe Young was Frank
Frank.
Latson at first because he's number 8. But yeah, so if Frank realized how big and how fast he really is, I'm pretty sure he knows it. He just put it together. Maybe he could have a decent season. 600,
Same
700 yards.
same thing. I almost feel like with Frank Latson and the talent he has, it's almost like, man, just get him the ball and see what he could do. Like just even if you just throw him a slant, you know what I'm saying? Just give him the ball and see if he can make some yards after the catch. Because I think he has one of those big bodies where he can stiff arm a guy and take the rock 20, 25 yards. So even if he can't do some of the high point things that you want a bigger receiver to do, I think he's athletic enough where
Uh-huh.
it kind of be worth your while to just get him the ball in space and see if he could run somebody over and get you 20 yards.
Yeah, his thing when he went to Clemson, um, Clemson style offense, they get these big tall receivers that run seams routes
Right.
that they that pretty much could beat that man one on one.
Right.
So that was his style. I don't know if it's exactly that anymore. It's definitely not the
Especially when you gain
style.
that weight.
Yeah. Mm. Yeah, so I don't think I think with Gaddis offense is gonna be a lot of post routes because of play action, um, drag routes because of play action, and him being a big body, it should benefit him because
Right.
he should be able to catch the ball and then take a hit immediately if the defense is just in the right place. So
Right.
it should benefit him a lot. I just hope and wish he puts it together because he just was such a damn good talent in high school.
Right.
When we didn't
Right.
land him,
Right.
I was like, damn, I wanted him. You know what I'm saying? Because he was just a damn good talent in high school. And he comes back out.
Yeah,
I'm
coming out
still
of high
at
school, he
house
was
like, oh,
legit.
yeah. So
Yep. And that's a good comparison. Insane said hopefully Latson can duplicate what Cager did when he transferred to Georgia. Yeah, we'll take that. We'll take 600 yards from Lat. And that's exactly what we're saying.
yeah. We not expecting him to be the 12, 1,500 yard receiver, man. I don't think we got nobody on our team like that just yet. But if you could get 3, 4 receivers with 600, 500 yards, stuff like that, then you pretty much
Right.
having a decent, good season throwing the ball. Obviously, we want somebody to do um what Rambo did last year. We would love for that to happen.
Uh-huh.
I don't know who's going to step in and do that.
Right.
Hoping
But if they
Lomelo
do
be
it,
the guy.
though, I don't want it to be because that's our safety valve and that's the only weapon we have on offense. And we're such a vanilla offense that we like, well, what are we gonna do with the ball? Well, we got Lassen out there. Here you go. Go ahead and make something happen. I don't want that. I want it to be where if you got if you got Restrepo and Bouchard, both of them guys are within 15 catches of each other. For your outside receivers like Ladson, um, who else we got? Jacoby, Romello. They're within 15 catches of each other. Not
Step
not one guy has 192 catches, and then everybody else got 23 catches.
Yeah.
Nah.
Well, I think the tight end
Right.
room is probably going to have a lot more catches than we normally used to have. Like Mallory and Arroyo, you could see probably somebody like maybe Arroyo having like 45, Mallory having maybe 40. Because he's gonna use tight ends. You know, that's just what he does. He's gonna use tight ends. So I could think the tight end room might have catches like that. Just say if you have a rotation of between 5 receivers, if everybody got a radius between 60 to at least 30 catches, that's I take that.
Exactly.
You know, I take that big time. Yeah, K5, Keyshawn Smith. We keep leaving his name out. He looks good. You know, I just from when we got him, everybody kept talking about his speed, so I expected his speed to be the way y'all talked about him. I thought that was Jameson coming over here, man, but he ain't had none of that. So, but he looks good because one thing he will do, he's gonna catch the ball. He's gonna catch the ball. So again, that when you got a 5-man rotation in the wide receiver group from 60 to 30 catches, that's pretty good.
That's really good.
So, not to throw
y'all are watching, man. Y'all watching, hit the like button.
And you're not watching, hit the like button of them throwing the ball to the running backs out the backfield. Maybe Knighton might have 20 catches.
Right.
Cheney might have 10. You know, Paris might have 15. You know, so. I mean, we could really have a balanced offense, especially if the offensive line does what we hope and expect to be done.
You know what? What if all this talk about being balanced and how, we ain't gonna throw the ball and all that other stuff? What if we sit there and towards the end of the season we look at the average, and TVD is throwing the ball like 48 times a game, and we running it like 35, 40 times a game.
Yeah, that's balance. Yeah. Well, if we doing that, then that mean our defense is pretty good.
Right. Because we always on the field.
Yeah, the offense on the field. I think the average, if you talk to my offensive coordinator now in college football, the norm for plays per game is between 70 to 85.
Yeah.
So if we having 70 to 85 plays per game, the defense is pretty good.
Exactly. Yep. And I know you got your Clemson runs. If Clemson runs less than 80, they're doing something wrong. So their offense more of a spread. So they run 80 to 100 a game, around that 90 play mark. Yeah. So, and I know we're not necessarily trying to be like that. A lot of people are trying to go to that, but I'll settle for 75 a game. That way you could really 40 passing, 35 rushing. That way you could spread the ball around with all the talent you got.
Yeah. Just watching TVD out there, he lights out better than everything we got in the quarterback room. So don't ask me about the quarterback battle anymore. But I just feel like Gaddis and Mario knows how good TVD could be, man. I think they just want to utilize it and let him perform enough where he can go get drafted at a high pick.
Check this out. Another somebody else in the comment section. They out here being analysts for us. Shout out to TAJJ.
Oh yeah. They have fun.
Yeah, he said Michigan's leading receiver had 40 catches for 627 yards and 3 touchdowns. And then they had 9 players with more than 10 catches.
Yeah, Michigan offense was real balanced, which is why it's funny that Michigan is mad trying to say Gaddis didn't change their offense for the better. Michigan offense was never that good. So
right.
For them to have
all they saying is somebody made him change it, and they're saying it wasn't his offense. That's what they're saying.
Okay, so what happened?
It changed for the better.
Gaddis was a passer. He was, he was a passing guy. Want to throw the ball a lot. Harbaugh wants to run the ball. So basically, Harbaugh said, "Look, we're gonna turn this into a balanced style. You're gonna throw the ball the same amount you're gonna run the ball. 6,000 total yards." Top 10 offense in the let's go. I'm taking it.
I'm taking it. And you know what? The thing about that offense is they talked about it. It's about establishing an identity. I was listening to Josh Gaddis when he did his interview 2 days ago. It's about establishing an identity for the entire team. And when you're a team that is balanced and when you actually run the ball and your linemen actually know how to run block and just take a guy to the ground and pancake him all the time. Shout out to Okunlola if you're listening. If you somebody who knows how to do that, that and have that nasty streak on offense, it's gonna make everybody. It just lights a fire under everybody. I mean, it really does on defense as well, because as a D lineman, you don't want that happening to you. So it lights a fire under everybody. So the run game, for those that take it out of what they do, when you start to get into the college playoffs, even in the NFL, when you start getting into playoffs, if you don't have that nasty streak in your team, if they're not running the ball, man, how you're not gonna. And this is why Harbaugh wanted it, because you got to play Michigan, you got to play Alabama, you got to play, and even though they throw the ball a lot, you got to play Ohio State that has a great run game. Clemson, exactly. So if you sit there and you throw it all over the place, you passing it 60 times a game, and your linemen are always in pass protect, and you always doing pass protect in practice, you're not going to have the nutsack that you need to face Alabama when all they want to do is run the ball at you.
Right.
Yeah, and it just so happened that Michigan ran up against a huger team that was huger and faster.
That boy said huger, boy. That's that Norland. That's that Norland. That's that Norland motherfucking education. Boy, that boy said huger.
When I watched the game, when we watched the game, going into the game, everybody's like, "Yeah, man, maybe Michigan got a chance, man." And then once they got on the field, it was like, "Man, Michigan don't stand a chance." The boys look big, and we thought Michigan was big. I mean, I ain't gonna say it's similar to when we faced Alabama, because once we walked out there, I just say, "Damn, that's not a college team. That's a team look like an NFL team, man. Our team look like we still in high school." But Georgia was just so big, so much bigger, and that's how they was able to beat Michigan like that, because they was bigger and faster.
They were faster too. Yeah.
Yeah, they was bigger,
faster too. There's only one dude at Michigan who had a decent day, and that dude was a first-round draft pick. The DN that they had, he was the only one who was giving them hell. Everybody else was laying down like poor little Timmy.
Because the one they bragged about didn't do nothing.
No, he had a decent day. He had a decent day.
Didn't they have two of them go first or something like that, or it was only one?
They might have had two highly rated guys, but I think only one went in the first round.
The black defensive end, he was the one that was playing pretty good. The white one was getting beat up all day.
Yep,
he was getting.
You're right.
Back,
you're right.
I was like, they talk about he was better than Will Allen. I was like, ain't no way he's better than Will Allen. Nothing. No, it's nothing that they could tell me he's better than Will Allen. But he's the style defensive end that been coming out. The TJ Watts, JJ Watts, the Bosa brothers. They like that, so he was going to be drafted high no matter what. But he was nothing compared to Will Allen. Nothing.
I agree. And I saw this the other day. Somebody put it in the group me. Quincy Roche making light work out of Evan Neal with the New York Jets. Not the Jets, but
the Giants. Quincy Roche he had a pretty solid rookie year for him to wait and got drafted. You know, he did pretty all right. I think they expect big things out of him because don't forget they just drafted the other boy from Oregon, who's gonna be a rookie. So you know he's gonna battle for some playing time. I think he'll do good, man. Quincy Roche was solid for us at UM. He was good for us at UM. It just so happened.
Was he? He started off kind of slow, didn't he?
He played
did
on
start
the
off
other side
slow.
of Greg Russo. So
and Jalen Phillips.
Yeah. No. Jalen Phillips wasn't there yet.
He wasn't there yet?
Hold on. I'm tripping.
He was there.
Jalen Phillips was there. Jalen Phillips was there. Jalen Phillips was. He didn't play with Greg Russo. My bad. Greg Russo was the year before.
Yeah.
But he was definitely.
If he hit the like button for us, man. We got 120 watching, 220 watching, 120. So hit the like button for us, man. That's the free stuff. Hit the like button and hit subscribe for us. Trying to get that thing to 100%.
Somebody say Zach McLeod. I haven't paid much attention to Zach, man.
Yeah, I haven't. I don't even know what team he on.
But remember, I say, man, Zach McLeod gonna mess around and get to the lead and be pretty good because
as a DN, you did say that. I remember that.
Once they put him at his natural spot, which was a DN edge rusher, instead of sitting him in the middle of the field trying to make him think, just say, man, go tap the quarterback. We don't need to do that. That's go tap the quarterback.
I'm sure somebody will put in the comment section by now where Zach McLeod at.
He had the Vikings.
He on the active roster?
Yeah, well, you know, they're gonna start cutting down stuff after next week, and then next week, you know.
They say you're running with the tools.
Oh, see, yeah, he running with the tools. Oh man, that's good.
Dang.
Wow.
Another Kane.
He was just physically gifted. He was just physically gifted. That was horribly coached.
Right.
Point blank, like horribly coached, man. They tried to turn him into a Mike backer. That was the worst thing ever. I think, and then unfortunately he came in with Shaq and Mike. You know, so they were like, well, we're gonna put him on the field anyway because we needed linebackers at that time. And then you know, freshman year he did pretty good, and then you know, I think he got hurt his sophomore year, or he didn't play as much his sophomore year. And you know, the coaching was just so bad, he wasn't going to get better because we were just horribly coached.
It's crazy how the fans called that man bad for so long. And that man is actually in the league now. Like in the league, you know what I'm saying? Looking like he may find his way. That's wild.
Well, Kobe said it best. Kobe said, "Boos don't block dunks." So, if you got folks out there criticizing you, just got to keep at your game, keep going. And he put on the way he needed to put on his super senior year, and had a pretty decent year. I think he led us in sacks, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, 4.5, no, 5.5, 5.5 sacks was our leading sacks last year. Damn.
Yeah, but just think about that. Think about that. Think about they switched his position. Everybody was like, man, just get him off the field, yada yada yada. Look how thin that line is. Like, what if that man would have just like gave up? Like, you know what I'm saying? He kept a good attitude, switched his position, learned a new position. Not a man in the league.
Now think about this. We still talking about Sam Brooks.
You said we still talking about Sam Brooks.
Yeah, that's a whole nother episode on his own.
That man is in the league. Yeah, somebody asked about Sam Brooks earlier. Yeah, I think the Sam Brooks thing is over, man. I'm not even sure. You say he's just a student at the school?
Yeah, that's the only thing that I know. He's not on the team. I think he's probably one of those who might decide that it's football career is over. Just continue to get his education.
I was trying to find those coin toss pictures. I can't even find them, dog. When Josh Gaddy said, when we got to the college football playoff, things look different. That boy say things look different.
Telling you.
That boy say when we got the college football playoffs, things look different. We had some guys. He said we had some guys, but they had some guys.
They had an army.
Right.
Yeah, look at that. That's that in a nutshell.
Yeah, that's a big boy right there, man. Well, and as big as Jackson is, we still don't got nothing that big on our team.
Nope.
And that was just one of the big guys they had. They had quite a few of them.
Yeah, that was funny.
Even there, say you look at Lewis Seen and how big Lewis Seen was. You like, what was it, 6'1", 6'2"? I mean, that's almost approaching like Sean Taylor size, right? 6'3". So,
right.
And it starts up front, man. If our D line could be held to all the offenses we face, man, our secondary will be pretty good. That year, 2017, when we was getting all those turnovers and them interceptions, our D line was giving offenses hell. We got a lot of sacks, a lot of pressures, making the quarterback throw the ball before they want to. And that's how you get bad throws and interceptions. We need our defensive line to be held. Last year, our defensive line was nothing. It was horrible. It was bad.
Right.
5.5 sacks was led the team. It was just bad. The only way they was trying to get some pressure at times, they had to blitz, and then even those blitzes was like, you could call that blitz if you was covering both of your eyes. Like, oh, here it comes. You just know it's coming.
Where did James Cook get drafted at?
James Cook got,
I think, third round.
Third round. He was a kind of star that game, huh?
Yeah.
Can I pat myself on the back? For a second here? Because I rarely do it. I rarely pat myself on the back. I rarely say, hey, man, street is shit. I rarely do it. You know what I'm saying? But can we go back to this video, man, for a second, man? So the other day, kid from the neighborhood, James Cook, little brother Dalvin Cook, heard he had a big game. So I went and watched the highlights of his game. Georgia running back. It was his third year. He could leave if he want to. I went to watch the highlights, and I'm watching the highlights. This was 3 years ago, right? Game.
2 years ago.
Carries, I think he had like 6 carries, 100 yards, 2 touchdowns. And as I'm watching the game, this commentator is saying, as he's having a great game, that James Cook is just learning how to play the running back position.
Great skills. He's learning to be a better runner. Showed his speed there on that kid.
Talent. He's learning.
It's learning how to play the position fully. How about James Cook? No.
And he said it more than once.
They should fire that guy.
James Cook has a chance to leave and follow his dreams like his big brother Dalvin Cook and go to the NFL this year. He hasn't had a bunch of production at Georgia. He hasn't touched the ball. He was trained by Darius year in and year out. Darius is one of the best track coaches we have. One of the best football. And I always said that James Cook was just because of the better football player, but James had more training. He gets to Miami Central. Colleges do things. I mean, you have to be on there to understand why they do things. I don't know why they do things, but I also know that colleges sometimes play games to come back. I don't have any inside intel on it. Almost as if somebody told him to say it. He has to get his information from somewhere. Running back when you leave South Florida, not many, because that's what we do. We do wide receivers, we do running backs. For them to say that about him after being at Georgia for 3 years, and he's just learning how to play running back, it caught my attention, and I didn't like it. I didn't lie. Me, D Street at football field, I didn't like it. It's almost like a game is being played. Maybe they want him to come back. Maybe they want. They're using the media. Basically, it's like using the media to manipulate what people think. And
you on mute.
I didn't like it. I didn't like it. I didn't like it. I didn't like it. I thought it was bullshit, and we all see it was bullshit. They didn't teach him how to play running back in a year and a half, did they, Rich?
Not at all. Not at all.
Like,
Just like when Dalvin got up to Florida State, I was always like, God, Jimbo, he ain't got to do shit with Dalvin. All you got to do is make sure your quarterback is conscious between when he says hike and handing the ball off. That's basically it.
I mean, but you're right. You hit it on the head. Like the media basically tried to push an agenda. Maybe Georgia was trying to push the agenda to make him come back. Oh, we want you. We need you back. So
all it takes is this. All it takes is for one coach in the interview to say, we still getting James Cook acclimated to the offense. A few things that he has to freshen up on.
Right.
And the reporter will take that and repeat it. But I know better than that. You know what I'm saying? I know damn well better than that. That boy that they have behind him, the blueprint, he finna set it off for Georgia.
That was the big muscle running back.
Yeah, the one from U School. That's my little dude, man.
McIntosh.
Kenny McIntosh, yeah.
McIntosh, yeah. I never thought McIntosh was a great running back. I thought he was a great football player. But he's turning out Georgia. Yeah, right. But he's finna do his thing. Bro, listen, man. Running backs don't leave South Florida not knowing how. They may not know how to block right away, but it ain't gonna take them 3 years. James Cook and his family was out of there. Man, his mama called me one night so mad. They were gone. I don't know what kept him in there. He was gone. He was FAU. He was out of there, dog, because they were upset.
Yeah, that was it was a agenda that.
And all of a sudden he started posting Georgia pictures. All of a sudden he started posting Georgia pictures again. I don't know. But they were gone. They were gone because they was fed up at the end. Of this you know what I'm saying? The sparing playing. But you got to be careful which college you pick. Not saying Georgia's a bad college, but you're picking a college that's going to constantly bring in competition, and you're going to constantly have to compete.
You will. But doesn't Saban kind of do the same thing? So sometimes Saban can say stuff in order to slant the media or paint a picture. I remember when Jalen Ramsey told him to keep his. I think it was Jalen Ramsey told him to keep his name out of his mouth. Because he's talking about players not coming back for their fourth year. I forget who the player was who said that, but it was a DB or a safety. And that safety he's doing pretty well in the NFL. So, you know, he's been known to say that. Even the Ajayi Hall situation. I mean, you could say a kid is not prepared, but when the kid is not getting any reps because you got your favorite out there, Mr. Jameson, with all due respect, I mean, Mr. Jameson was really good, but nobody else is getting any burn. So now you're supposed to have him go in a national championship game and play lights out. Come on now.
Right.
Don't make no sense.
Shout out to Mary to the U, man, for becoming a member, man. I don't know if I said that already. Shout out to Mary to the U.
Yeah, I see somebody said Cleveland Reed. Yeah, Cleveland Reed was another guy I didn't expect to be back on the team. I don't even know what that was about with them allowing him back on the team from the previous staff, but it was just crazy. Yeah, he was a guy I didn't expect to be back. I have to actually count the number of guys we have on the roster now to see if we fit under the 85. Scholarship limit. I'm pretty sure because we was already still under it. So yeah, I mean still like today was the first day. Mm-hmm. I think things are gonna pick up a lot more because Mario said he like, yeah, man, competition, man. The competition making everybody a lot better because now you don't know you're going out there to start. You know what I'm saying? Last year we knew pretty much who was going to start even before practice started.
Right.
We don't know. We just don't know this year. Like, as much as we could sit here and tell you a depth chart, we don't know because, for one, the whole entire defensive line might be a whole new players who probably wasn't even on the team last year.
Right.
Linebacker, we just don't know. Only thing we know is we know TVD. We pretty much know the tight end situation. We pretty much know the defensive back situation, especially at secondary. Everything else we just don't know. It's just we like somebody step up so we can know, so we can say something. But
they must. When is the first game?
September 3rd.
They must be really like Mallory, huh?
I mean, yeah, Mallory's that guy.
But Mallory's a work hard or something. He's a good guy. He must be comes on time.
He got to be a good guy. I don't know if he works hard, because he's still kind of bad with blocking. But they know once he get to going, he's going. You know, it might take him a little longer than because when he was playing behind Brevin Jordan, we know Brevin Jordan gonna start it off and then probably get hurt at the end of the season. Right. Well, Mallory ain't gonna play early, but then play at the end of the season. So it was something like that with them. I don't know if the secondary gonna be up in the air, man. I think the safety room is what we know. James Williams, Levante Williams, Cam Kitchens. Cornerback, we know Tyree Stevens. Porter looks good. I mean, Porter put on the weight. You got Corey Couch, Isaiah Dunson, Blades, Ivy. A cornerback. That's the only thing that you outside of Stevenson. We still kind of up for grabs, but I think we feel a lot better because now we actually got Coach Adai coaching them. Right. So it's just the linebacker we don't know. We don't know who's gonna start at linebacker. Like I could ask Streeter, you can ask Streeter, ask me, ask Rich, probably ask Coach Steele, Coach Strong, Coach Mario, and everybody probably gonna give the same answer. We don't know.
and New Buck 319 says, and this is something we heard during Kevin Steele interview. I heard it the other day as well. Where starting doesn't mean as much anymore because of how many snaps they play. He talked about having two squads that's ready to go interchangeably. So I would say more so like who's the two deep at linebacker, who's the two deep at safety or corner. And that's kind of the way that I would look at that.
What you got? Caleb Keontra? And then you got Steed and
you got okay, let's just go. You got Flag. I'm gonna just call out the names. I'm not calling who I think is first enough. You got Corey Flag, Caleb Johnson, Steed, Keontra Smith, Chase Smith, Wesley Basaint, Avery Huff, who else? Ragon, who else? It's like two other guys I've seen them out there. I don't know who they exactly were.
You said Chase Smith?
Yeah, I said Chase.
So two deep. I got Caleb, Keontra starting, and then I got Chase and Steve.
So you got Caleb and Keontra start.
And Chase and Steve.
Yeah, I'll say the same thing.
I can see something like that.
Who led us in tackles last year? Flag led?
Yeah, Flag led us in tackles last year.
Damn.
Mark said I would rather move Ivy to safety than Blades. I agree with that.
You crazy? No, you out your mind. Ooh, man, you seen Ivy tackle? Man,
I thought he was working on that.
Man,
they're getting better.
They'll get better. Keep Ivy where he at. I mean, I'd rather Blaze back there because I know Blaze gonna tackle at least. Ivy, I don't know, man.
I got you, man.
He got the body though.
I know. He like what's his name? Number 5 from last year.
Carter, well, no, yeah. Oh man. I don't even know if Carter wanted to tackle. I think Carter just wanted to hit people.
Right.
What?
And make a sound. Boom.
With all them pieces.
Thomas Davis. That's another name. I said it on Twitter. I think Thomas Davis is going to be the hit in June in the linebacker room.
You think so?
Yeah, man. When I seen him Saturday for media day, I seen him and he walked by and he spoke to me and I say, hold on. What did you do? Because now you look like you a linebacker. He was like, well, I'm playing linebacker now. And I was like, yeah, that's right. Man, he looks like he's like 6'2", 230, but he look like he's rock solid at 230. And I'm like, whoa. And I seen him out there today, and I'm like, uh-oh. That's a name. Ain't nobody's mentioning that linebacker, and he might make a name for himself at that position.
Yeah. So what about Frierson? Because I'm seeing that in the
so
chat.
many new kids on that team, man. We're going to need to shoot caught up, man. Y'all give us a minute.
Frierson, what you going to have with him, he's going to basically play all over the field. Each day in practice, they probably have him with a different group. So he's going to learn linebacker.
He's with the cornerbacks today.
Yeah, he was with the cornerback group today. So
yeah, that's a crazy thing about Frierson, man. He's a guy that I could see in the league for a long time. I could because of just how versatile he is.
Yeah,
he's just kind of a defensive playmaker. I would almost say like a more athletic Jaquan Johnson.
Right.
Yeah. You just look at if Gilbert Franson went to like Alabama, they would have had the perfect system for him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's just unfortunately now with his 5th year, we finally bring in a system that might help him. You know, right. I thought they should have just kept him as safety from the get-go and just let him be a safety. That way, you know that's the position he's going to play in the future. Once they start, whatever. I don't want to keep talking about the past. The nightmare over.
And on that note, man, listen, man, we're going to get ready to wrap this up. I ain't even planning on being in here that long. Y'all listen, man, the Caneville Experience video going to drop tonight in the member section. That's how Vivid, I'm narrating the videos. Me and X did a little retake of what happened today. So that's going to drop tonight, later tonight in the member section. X, anything else y'all want to add, bro?
I'm trying to give another name that I said earlier. Who stood out in practice? Did we mention Isaiah Horton? How big he is?
Yeah, we talked about him earlier before you got on here.
Oh yeah, Isaiah.
Wait. Shout out to Coach Hayes, man. Footballville moment took the first kickoff back 96 yards during the opening practice in 2022 season. Back to the drawing. It wasn't as good as your one yesterday, dog.
So
y'all go check Coach Hayes out, man. Coach Hayes trying to work, man, to get on the road, man. We got trying to get that in the workings. Go ahead, bro. Before we get up out of here.
I was gonna mention real quick. I don't know if you guys mentioned it earlier, but was William Fowle supposed to commit today?
Yeah, he's supposed to commit today. I've been reaching out to his people and I haven't been getting anything. So as of now, I'm thinking it might not be a commitment. We'll see.
But we do got another commitment today, right?
Actually, about to commit pretty soon. It's 6 o'clock and he's supposed to commit. Hold on.
The lineman.
Yeah, Connor Lou. Yeah.
Connor Lou, where you committing at?
UM.
Huh?
He's gonna commit to UM.
I'm talking about where. I'm talking about where you committing on.
Oh, where
you on Twitter?
I think he's gonna do it live on Instagram.
Can't even find these shorties commitments anymore.
Gonna be live on Instagram. It's at 6:45.
Yeah, they need to just call y'all. They need to just call Streeter and be like, we'll broadcast it, or Hayes, and just do it like that. That way, there's whatever school that especially if you're gonna go to the U, you can have that audience watching and behind you while you do it.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, what me and Streeter try to do with the kids, we try to help them out to realize their absolute total value of themselves. And the thing that, and it's kind of hard because it's flashy. You know what I'm saying? If CBS come calling you, telling you, hey, come commit on our show, it's kind of flashy. But you got to understand, if they come calling you, that means they want something from you that they don't normally have. You know what I'm saying? So you have the leverage.
The problem
speaks about that all the time, about leverage. You really got the leverage. And I don't think a lot of these kids or the parents understand it. They can be easily persuaded to say, hey, yeah, let's go jump on CBS and I'm not picking on CBS, but let's just go jump on CBS. They nationwide, everybody gonna watch it. So if you the number such and such recruit in the nation, they gonna watch whatever you do because you got the leverage.
Yeah.
And think about NIL too.
At this point, At this point, I don't even think it's glamorous to do it the way they do it on CBS. I just think sometimes we're just people of habit. Like we follow and do what the person before us did. It's almost like we just get in the line and we sleepwalk. You know what I'm saying? They talk for a long time. Then they let the kid get up there. He fumble for a minute, look uncomfortable, and nah, bro. I mean, we saw an example of what Coach Hayes did on his, man, and it could be something big. We got another idea in store too, man. We got another idea in store. I pitched to Rich too, man. You can really make this a spectacle. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to understand your leverage, man. Sometimes when you have leverage like that, you got to use it, dog. You have to use it when you have leverage like that. And it's almost like we never know when we have leverage. And it's not a color thing. It's just they never know when they have leverage. Manning knew. You see how Manning how they directed his career?
Right.
They used every bit of leverage they had. They didn't overexpose him. Everybody doesn't have that much leverage, but you guys have a lot of leverage. You just have to ask somebody and kind of watch the way you move. Kind of watch the way you move. So I'm just saying, if you go back and look at the commitments on YouTube when they do it with those guys, like it's not an extravaganza at all.
It's not.
It's smoke and mirrors. I mean, it's like smoke and mirrors.
Just okay. I compare it going back to remember when Leonard Taylor committed. They bought they basically brought the broadcasting system to Leonard Taylor. I think they invited him or something. You know what I'm saying? So now it's like, oh well, y'all set up a camera or a phone or an iPad, and we're going to record it on YouTube and do it. So it's like he kind of took away the excitement. Like, okay, so what are we doing it with you guys for? If y'all not going to bring the whole broadcasting system,
right?
Or invite us to the studio. I thought that. I mean, to me, I thought that was the purpose of it. But if y'all just doing what anybody else could do, we don't need y'all.
Right.
Yeah. Well, the other thing for me though is the followers, right? So if you have a social media platform, it just makes sense to commit on a platform that is social media friendly, where all of your fans have a direct connection to you, because now that you tied in with a footballville, you can now access, or people have access to you on your social media accounts and so on and so forth. So you might gain a couple hundred followers on your commitment day.
Right.
And of course that translates to NIL, right? So it just makes sense.
Of course it do. Yeah, of course it do. So listen, man. On that note, bro, we're gonna run up out of here, man. The plan wasn't to be on here two hours. Caneville experience dropping tonight, man. Practice day 1. You can find it in the member section. We'll release it in parts Release it in parts. What y'all talking about on Twitter, X? We'll release it in parts to the public. I don't know. I just see Twitters keep popping up. At Caneville.
Oh, okay, yeah. Nah, one of the homies just hit me talking about. I said, man, I don't want to talk about that. That's something I don't even want to mention. Put into the atmosphere. You talk about
Well, leave it alone. Well, leave it low. Leave it low.
Yeah. But everybody hit me up saying, X, we gotta commit. I'm like, man, if y'all already know, why y'all telling me? But yeah, Connor Lou about to commit at 6:45.
Okay.
Everything
all right, man.
You one way.
2 hours, man. We on wholesome time right now. I didn't even want to get on here with the Caneville Experience driving night that long. But
Friday,
good
man.
show, man. Y'all get on. It is Friday.
Get me some chicken wings. Some chicken wings from Tussie's for a little bit. Got to get up early in the morning, huh?
That's what's up. I'm about to go.
I forgot. My people, they doing the back to school bash tomorrow. We giving out 500 book bags.
Where? Send some kids out there.
Yeah, man. My mama church. The flyers on my Twitter. It's pinned there. The address is there. It starts at 10 to 2. Don't show up at 2 o'clock. Think you're gonna get the best book bags.
We gonna be at camp.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's how I was last year, man. People showed up when we getting ready to leave and were like, "Well, what is, man? All the book bags are good. All of them good, but it's just, you come that early, you gonna get the exact good ones, and you might get the ones that, hey." Yeah, we'll be at camp tomorrow, man. I won't be able to make it. I'll be, I'm gonna have my peoples out there doing their thing. So if you need book bags for your kids, school supplies, it's at 10 o'clock.
Check out Monster X Twitter. You want to go to your Twitter? Look at this flyer.
1945 Northwest 75th Street is the address. 1945 Northwest 75th Street. Just go. Take your kids too, man. Don't show up talking about you got 4 kids and it's just you in the car. Because that happened a lot too last year. She's like, I got 4 kids. I'm like, well, where the kids at? Oh, they couldn't come with me. Like, come on, man. Stop trying to get over. Like, I know what you're doing, you know what I'm saying? But hey, we go ahead and get to it, man. Just get it. Do your thing, man.
They got 4 kids today. Well, you can't even give away free stuff.
Can't even give away free stuff, and people will be, legitimately happy. Like, they try to take advantage of everything.
I read something the other day that say, man, only thing people with a good heart get is beggars, thieves, and that's the only thing people with a good heart get. All right, man, y'all get out of here. I'm gonna let my dog talk. It's Friday, man. Y'all don't put out something you can do today. The rest of your life could be second away, man. I'm gonna let my dog get on here and run Friday and end Friday with y'all. It's a funny guy, man. Y'all check out his message.
Desperation and lack is your mind. I'm gonna tell you some unrealistic bullshit to make you be like, oh, that's what I gotta do. I'm about to give you the game right now. I met a millionaire. I sat down with him and I just talked to him for like a couple hours. I was in Africa. Changed my mindset, and he was telling me, he said, poverty, desperation, and lack is your mindset. So you want to hold on to something, right? That's the thought process of I'm saving my money, right? I'm gonna save my money. No, I'm saving. Saving is a terrible thing to do, people. This is what saving looks like. This is life. This is liabilities. This is, vacations and bills and unexpected bills and a woman and here come a child and just get bigger and bigger and bigger. That's life. Investing looks like this. And investing, it should look like this. While this is on the right side is small, investing is this. Investing is growth. It's growth. Saving is not. That's what I learned. And the man told me, he said, when you take your money and put it in the bank, this fucked me up right here. He said, how do you think the bank makes so much money? Most of us think it's because of the interest rate. Man, the interest rate, man. It can't be for the interest rate because motherfuckers like me, I didn't used to pay my shit. My shit was in collections. I don't know about y'all. I don't know how hood and ratchet y'all was or is, but me, I was one of them. Hey, man, y'all got to get that shit in blood, man. So I know y'all can't get rich off motherfuckers like me because I wasn't paying it. So how the bank so rich? When you take your money and you set the money in the bank account As soon as you set that money in the bank account and sign that paper, deposit slip, and it goes to the thing, guess what? The bank started trading on your money instantly. Here go my $3,500 paycheck. Yes, sir, rebound. And then you're like, okay, thank you. Have a good day, girl. I'm going to leave it in there. I'm going to just save it. You saving it. It's collecting dust for you. Before you get out the bank, they trading your money. So your $3,500 is $15,000 before the day even ends. Maybe within an hour, they've turned your $3,500 into $15,000. But if you come back into that bank and say, let me see what I got in my bank account, it's going to be the $3,500 you put in there. So they're making a profit off of your money every fucking hour. And you ain't going to get none of that. You just saving, baby. You being pimped. Most of my money don't even see the bank. The bank, y'all ain't finna trade my motherfucking money. I'ma trade my money. What the fuck I look like letting you get all the profit and I come in there and got the same thing sitting there looking at me like the same it was when I put it in there. You got me fucked up. Most of us don't know that. See, back in the day, you had to have $1 million. You had to be in Wall Street to be able to trade. So we didn't have this opportunity back in the day, people. And I ain't just talking about black people. I'm talking about people that don't have shit. I'm talking about people that are not in the 1 percentile. No matter what color you are, that's the real shit. Where do you fit at in this world, in the tax bracket? Okay? All the race shit, we think that's what it is by that bag, people. Now, in 2021, I don't have to have $1 million. I don't have to have my daddy who got me and signed me and brought me into Wall Street with my suit on to trade. And I don't have to do that. I can trade with $100. Like, this shit is wide the fuck open. My boy, back to him, who trades for me, said to me the other day, he said, bro, you know, I don't get about you. He said, you're a very smart dude, man. But my question is, why do you allow me to trade for you? You didn't want the bank to do it for you. Because when he trades for me now, he get a cut of my money. Why would you want me to trade for you? Right? Well, you know you my brother. I'm going to give you all the game. Why ain't you saying, Mike, teach me how to trade so I can trade and keep 100% of the profit? Why not, Mike? And I had to be honest with myself. And the same reason most of us out here know that we can trade now, it ain't like back in the day, but we don't want to do it, is because I was scared. I was afraid. Because when I see them motherfucking wiggly lines and shit, it look like wiggly lines to me. Wiggly lines and numbers and digits and graphs and shit. I'm like, hold on. Not public school, Mike. That's a little too much for me. I don't know that. It seems, you know, I don't know what that is. I don't know how to do that. I don't know if I can learn that. And guess what came to my mind? This is going to hit you in the heart right here. This is going to fuck you up. When you went to that job that you're doing right now that you don't even like, you didn't know how to do it. All that shit looked foreign to you. But guess what they said to you? Don't worry. We're going to teach you how to do it. Yeah, we got a whole program for your ass that ain't never seen this before. Don't you worry about it, Michael. Yeah, we have orientation. Oh, we got this shit broken down. See, it's foreign right now, but in 90 days, oh, nigga, you going to be cold at this shit. We're going to teach you something you don't know how to do that's foreign to you to come in here and make this other motherfucker rich. Yeah, that's what we going to do.
Yeah, that's what we going to do.
That's the game. So why am I not afraid to come learn that shit to make this big sloppy sandwich
all right, man.
motherfucker on the yacht somewhere with